Edwards on the drive, goes inside the floor. Turn him over again. Booker scoops it up. Booker brings the boom.
NBA Hardwood Show, the final boom today. We got the finals. Game 7 tonight. Thunder and Pacers here. And you thought we forgot you guys, but we didn't. We're ready to go. Big T with me today. Big T, you ready to talk some NBA showdown for a final time this year?
Yeah, I'm ready to not ever see that Devin Booker freaking intro again with the Feel the Boom too. We've done, I wonder how many playoff shows we've done. What, it's gone for, I remember, it feels like yesterday where playoffs were starting. We're like middle of June. We're going to still be here doing these pretty much every day. I know we missed a few days, but for the most part, we've been here every freaking game through the playoffs. We grinded it out. I think we gave an A+ effort. I know the finals, man, the finals have not been good to me. I'll be honest. I know some people out there say I never take L's. OKC has definitely taken some cheese from old Big T this series, which makes this round tough. And I got no bets left. I had a bunch of bets in 4. I had my biggest bets in 5. I had my second biggest bets in 6. I did not have a single bet in 7. So all of my bets are losers in the finals. It was an epic run to the finals, but gave back most of my winnings in the finals. But good news, JSU. We got one more slate, baby. We got some time tonight to lock this in and get it all back. Like on Monday Night Football during NFL, when you lose, there was some nice winners too. Like in Monday Night Football, though, you have a rough day Sunday, you always got Monday Night Football to get it back. So
I laugh because literally everybody watching who is a DFS degenerate like us, they all know that feeling of Sunday massacre, and then you wake up Monday and you're like, I'm getting it all back today, baby. Showdown tonight. And you roll it right in there and you ball up.
It's just how it goes, right? Everybody's had that feeling too, where like you're in there, because you always think you're going to win going into a series, a slate. You're always like, you feel good. Of course, that's why we do this. You feel good,
especially when you've been hot. Which I'll give you credit. I'll give you credit too, because you're taking L's and stuff like that for the Thunder bets that you like. But up to the point, you were pretty spot on, and I always give credit where credit is due when it comes to the playoffs, and not just NBA, but like football too. Like Big T's pretty good with the playoffs. The playoffs are normally where you thrive. You thrive when you have more info to go on. So more like the later,
less games.
Yes, the later the season goes and the more the games start to shrink, like schedule wise, the better you do most of the time. So I always give you credit 100%. When it comes to that. And you post all your bets. So like you can, if you think we're lying, you can go back on Twitter and you can see who Big T bet every single series of the playoffs in NBA. He posted it every single series. He did his little post where he put his bets big, if you like the team a ton.
All the big ones hit too, but until the
Thunder, but
the
still,
worst part is we were on the Pacers the whole time too, and they just owned me. I mean, they just owned me. It's that simple.
We gave out that Pacers to win the Eastern Conference at what was it, like 20? It was like during the playoffs too. It was still like 22 to 1
20 something to 1 or something.
Yeah. So we've had some good calls. Big T, Michael's giving you credit too. He said, Big T, you've had a few nice winners. You have. And
the worst part about this series, though, is it's been like I like Indiana, so it's been even worse to watch it. It's not like a team I hate.
It's your kryptonite series, though, because it's a team that is it's a team that's tough to like. You don't see it until it's there. They're kind of hard to see, Big T. Like you see the Thunder like dominate. You know what I mean? Like you see them dominate the T-Wolves. You see them dominate in some of these other series, and you're like, yeah, I got that. And then you see the Pacers and all these comebacks, right? Where they're like not winning, and then they're winning all of a sudden at the end. And you're like, how did that Houdini shit happen where they won a game they shouldn't have won? And they did that so many times. You can tell yourself a story like that can't continue, but you're wrong. Like we were wrong. Like it can't continue, and they keep doing it. And then last game, fucking TJ McConnell, who I told you guys, I talked about TJ. I told you TJ captain on the show. I said it was going to be
the Finals MVP. Then it's going to be the legendary one.
If we get Finals MVP, because I found it, DK finally posted it for me. I sprinkled $100.
He did it last game for you. You would have got the real enchilada last game. Before last game.
Before the last game.
You wanted to bet it before that.
I know I couldn't find it. See, in DK, remember this. If you're watching, I'm a true #DK partner. I didn't go to some other site and look for it. I was waiting for you to post it so I could bet it on DraftKings so I could screenshot it when it wins. Okay? That's a real DK partner. I didn't go to some other site where they might have had it. Maybe they would have let me put $10 on it. Nope. I waited. Finally, DK posted it. But what happened, Tony, last game, we talked about the script, bro. And we did talk about it. Even though you like the Thunder in the game, that's the game. From the showdown aspect, though, I think we crushed it. I mean, we told everyone all those Pacers, like, main mid-tier guys that were, most of them were starting, only one or two were coming off the bench, and we were just like, jam this range, like all of them over OKC, right, Tony? We didn't like Lou Dort last game, we didn't like Hartenstein, we didn't like all those mid-tier, Thunder guys. We liked the Pacers over, and that was the winner. The winner was literally like Toppin, TJ, Nemhard. You didn't love Pascal as much, but it was in the util, not in the captain. Pascal was the stud. And I'm missing, who is it? Neesmith? Yeah, Neesmith. And SGA was in the util as well. It was a 5-1 TJ captain that hit, Tony, for like $116K.
I mean, we were on it for sure in that. I took the L for the game, but we were for sure on that. And it was just a blowout where it wasn't perfect either, because Caruso was terrible again, and we liked him. And SGA.
Yeah, but we didn't like him over all those Pacers. Like we said, like the Pacers mid-tier guys. So
it was just the way it went, though. Like, and the what's his name only played. The other guy that wasn't great was Benny Math, who I love. But overall,
he didn't play. He didn't play that much, like 14 minutes.
And that was partly because TJ was so good too. And it was just, I mean, TJ still only played 20. It's crazy what he does in the minutes. I mean, 24 minutes again for TJ.
I told you give him a 6-minute boost. That's like giving a normal player a 12-minute boost. You know what I'm saying? Like.
What did Bryce come out of for his Pacers? I'm assuming his Pacers. I didn't play baseball today, so I didn't watch. What was he chirping us about? Probably the Pacers. He's been at all the Pacers games.
I'll respect it if Bryce was chirping us about the Pacers. I don't expect Bryce to chirp, but must have been. I don't know. Chat, let us know. Was it it had to be? He's a Pacers fan.
I mean, people can chirp me. I got owned. Now the dilemma, though, me and JSU were talking before, and the big dilemma I got now is all my bets are gone. So it's a fresh slate tonight. Game 7. Obviously, the fantasy we're going to talk about too, and all that. That's easy. You don't have to take like crazy stands in the fantasy side. We'll talk about the betting, though. Man, I like the Pacers tonight, and you do too. And it's really hard, though, after you lose all series on a team and root on a team, to just flip to the other side on the road.
But you tell me this all the time, so I'm going to tell it to you. You're too fucking stubborn when it comes to this shit.
I'm not even stubborn with this part. I
don't know. You sound stubborn. To flip teams. I think last game you were being stubborn because last game.
No, you're giving me too much credit. I didn't. I thought OKC would handle it last game. I didn't. I wasn't being stubborn. I believed it tonight.
I told you the great white hope. I told you the great white hope was coming, and he was going to play more minutes.
TJ, I think just it's a matchup thing too, because it is a lot what you talked about, though. Where OKC, I didn't like them coming into the playoffs. Then they totally won me over. But they also played against teams that were built different, where you had Jokic, obviously. You had Anthony Edwards, where you're focusing on one or two guys. And Indiana's just not that way. I mean, Pascal's amazing. Halliburton's amazing. They're not that type of guy, though. They without the ball, it's just a different matchup. And it's just everybody was right and I was wrong. And one of the reasons I liked OKC, too, I thought the line was a little overinflated, which means usually when it's like that, I kind of go with the overinflation. And I don't know. We don't need to keep talking about the L's. We got to move on to the dubs.
Hashtag Big T spirit fingers. Throwing a little spirit fingers out there. Put them up, Big T. Get a little spirit fingers.
Like a thing from my golf. Now I'm curious how the spirit fingers is like something from my golf trip that we always talk about. I'm curious who this dude might have been in a golf trip or something.
I don't know, Matt. You in the golf trip? You in the Big T golf trip?
Fade Big T tonight. It could be a good idea, Dozer. I mean, it's been a rough series for me. Dozer's always wins with me, though. Dozer, well, you got to believe. You got to stay a believer.
Yeah, Dozier, you're a true Big T guy, so you got to stay on the Big T train. That's how you win. To be honest with you, you can't jump ship even when it gets tough, Big T. You got to just ride it out. You got to ride out those tough waves. You know, you just ride them out.
Bad series. I mean, it's been bad. If they could have just won in 6, it would have been still pretty good if it won in 6. Because I won game 2 of the showdown, been pretty good. But man, losing game 6 was brutal.
All right.
No comment. So, yeah. I mean, who is this dude? Who is this Matt Dolkin? Because
I think Matt's in our Discord too. I might be wrong on this, but I'm pretty sure.
I'm curious.
Pretty sure he's in the Discord.
From the golf trip. He's not Matt. If it's nobody named Matt Dolkin's been on our trip, but it might be a fake name.
Could be. You never know.
I like it either way.
Any NASCAR horses?
Yeah, I don't know. They're not starting until 4. I got all my content up. I feel good about NASCAR today. Check it out on the site, Daniels.
I know Stats posted a couple bets in the picks in the Discord. I know he had some NASCAR. So Daniel, if you're a member and you're in the Discord, I know Stats posted some picks down there in the Discord. So check those out. Big T, before we get to the game tonight, you want to give a little comment on KD? I mean, game 7's tonight, and then KD just gets traded. So NBA just soaks up everything. Like they don't want you to not think about NBA all the way through until the tip off.
I'll tell you what's making me not think about it is this damn football graphic behind us. So I don't know what I can't look at Brett Favre in a Packers helmet. When we're talking about NBA, it's throwing me off. Come on, Brett Favre. And
why did you click the NFL background?
I didn't. It was like that. I didn't click it. No way.
I fixed it.
But yeah, so this trade's super interesting to me too, because I'll be honest, I'm not a big KD guy, especially lately. I didn't love him in his peak, but I really didn't like him lately, what he's been doing. And I thought there was like no trade that I thought would be a good trade for him because they wanted so much. And then Houston somehow, I think is a good trade for Houston. I can't believe it. I mean, yeah, Jalen Green, we like his athleticism, his upside. But, man, you really didn't give up that much to get KD. So, like, if you're not going to give up hardly anything to get him, then I like it. And I honestly don't hate it from Phoenix side either, just because you have to blow that thing up. And everything they're saying, they're not going to keep Jalen Green either. So just keep moving pieces and reload. So honestly, I think it's a good trade.
I read that they're going to keep Jalen Green.
Everything I saw said they're going to remove him.
Oh, everything I saw said the opposite. Yeah. So we'll see what happens.
Either way, I mean, the only thing that threw me off the whole time is somehow you loving Jalen Green going to Phoenix, calling him a star.
Yeah, no. So
your words, not even my words.
Yeah.
Star?
Can I speak? So first of all, I don't know what you're expecting with the KD trade. Like, everyone knows that they want to move KD. So Phoenix right there loses all their leverage when they come out and say, Tony, they're waving the flag. Hey, guys, we want to trade him before the draft. We want to trade him before okay, well, now you just told everyone that you have a deadline, that you want to get this thing done, right? You're not willing to, play hardball or anything like that. And you saw it. Like I was reading, Miami was one of the teams that they were willing to work with or something like that. And Miami didn't want to give up guys
I don't
like
even believe that nonsense.
Haywood
No
Highsmith and Jaime Jaquez.
There's no way there wasn't probably those guys with like a couple stuff like Bam or like Hero or something.
I'm just saying though, what do you expect to get from KD? KD's played
more
on
than
20
Jalen Green and Dylan Brooks.
No, bro. KD's played on 20 different teams. They needed to trade him.
You don't have to sell me on KD. I hate KD, but you got Jalen Green and Dylan Brooks.
And yes, they're a little better, but like if you're Phoenix, what do you want in a trade for an older vet? You want young guys. You want picks and you want young guys. And I'm going to say this next part, which I don't think people in Phoenix will like, but Phoenix should literally blow up the entire team. Trade Booker.
You're not going to be able to trade Beal as part of the issue.
Beal, you just got to.
He's locked in for 2 years.
Yeah.
He is anchored into that money.
He's going to play. This is what I'm saying, though, bro. You already have that fucked up. You might as well just start rebuilding. Trade Devin Booker for a bunch of picks. Or I saw someone put out there, and if I'm Dallas, I wouldn't do this, but Cooper Flag for Devin Booker.
Oh my God.
I would not do this, but
they would laugh them off. Even Dallas would laugh at them for that.
I'm just saying though, like
Cooper
anything, do anything. Get rid of Devin Booker, get rid of any tradable vets you have.
Dallas traded Cooper Flag.
I mean, Booker. Bro, did you see that face you just made? If I told you last year they did Luka Doncic for Anthony Davis, you would have gave me that face.
Until you told me they got Cooper Flag with Anthony Davis.
I
wouldn't anymore.
You wouldn't have known that Kyrie tears his ACL and they don't make the playoffs.
The luckiest team ever is Dallas. They're going to end up winning the title next year.
Seriously, they can thank their lucky stars that Kyrie Irving tore his ACL on top of the trade, and then friggin' they get Cooper Flag as a result of that. Because they make the playoffs. Like, they were good enough to make the playoffs with Kyrie.
They got super lucky. Super lucky.
Well,
it'd be hilarious, though, if they somehow traded Cooper Flag for a guy
You made the best point, though. They're stuck with Beal for another year or two.
2 years, and it's $50 million each year.
So he's going to make
really another $100 million.
Just do what OKC did and pile up those draft picks or whatever, like Spurs, all these good teams that know what they're doing. Oh, hopefully Phoenix probably doesn't know what they're doing, but that's the problem with when you pile up all those picks. It's like you still got to know what you're doing afterwards and get the right players, but you have no reason to keep Devin Booker if you're going to keep Jalen Green. If you're going to trade Jalen Green, that's different. Then that's fine, but get younger. I don't know why you don't like it. He's 23 and
he sucks balls.
Who are you going to get? Who are you going to
You
couldn't get Haywood Highsmith.
What are you going to
get? Haywood Highsmith and Jaime Jaquez.
I want to blow the team up, but I'm not thinking they.
But you couldn't get Haywood Highsmith, Jaime Jaquez in the 20th overall pick.
I hear someone. That can't be real life.
That's real life, bro. The only thing that I saw that I was like, okay, is they didn't want to trade Jovic. I was like, yeah, no shit. He's the only one I wouldn't want to trade is Jovic.
It had to be with one of those actual studs too, though. They don't want to give up those guys plus Tyler Hero or something.
Well, I was gonna say there was definitely one key cog piece. I don't know who it was.
It had to be Hero or Bam. There's no way it's not one of those two.
You would think, unless it was somehow Wiggins.
No.
God, imagine if no, but I'm just saying, imagine if they were trying to give up Wiggins. Oh God. I hope we get the news on that. But was it where? Man.
I mean, even if it was where, that was, yeah, it is whatever.
Duncan Robinson.
I mean,
all right. Well, I just don't know what big T. I don't know what you were expecting with the KD trade. I wasn't expecting them to get that much. They had to trade with 3
You're still
teams.
ignoring your wording where you said they got a star back.
He is considered a star.
I need to write this on the notebook. This needs to be a notebook item.
Write it
I
on
need
the
it. I
notepad.
need a notebook.
JSU says 23-year-old Jalen Green is going to be a star.
We've
Write
done
it
this.
down.
We've done this playoff shows way back when our boy Jalen Green was getting us 6-point fantasy games in this very playoffs.
All right. You know what? Whatever. You wait to crown your guys. You give them till age 23, and then you just cast them aside. That's fine. I'm going to give Jalen Green.
To be fair, I started this whole segment saying I like it from Phoenix's side.
Yeah, but then you just made fun of me for saying Jalen Green's a star.
The star part. Yeah.
Well, I also think that NBA nowadays, if you can get paid like you're a star, then you're a star. Like
So
Jalen Green.
He's going to get paid max?
No, that's a superstar. That's a superstar, right? So a superstar gets like the elite deal. Jalen Green's going to get that second type of deal. And I think he's worth it.
What about Dario Saric getting 2 years, $10 million? You think he was going to re-up? He didn't play a minute all year, and they're like, player option, are you going to take it? Yeah, I think I'll take my $10 million.
Wait, who is that? Dario
Nuggets.
Saric?
We got to get our Nuggets talk in here.
Dario. Oh God, no, we're not talking about Dario friggin' Saric.
A player option though. He gets 2 years, $10 million, just because it's a player option.
How do you bring up the Nuggets every time we talk?
I was talking about robbing people, and I had to keep our quota up.
Oh God.
Go paint your nails, Jalen. Yes. Go paint those nails, star.
Oh God, how did it come to this, guys? How am I backing someone like Jalen Green right now? I don't know how it came to this.
It is classic NBA though. Game 7 of the NBA Finals, and they dropped this news today. So we're sitting here talking about this instead of Game 7 of the NBA Final.
Yeah, and it's funny too.
How can they even trade before the season's over? That's another thing I don't understand. So the two teams that make the finals just have to be that far behind everyone that's out.
I don't know. I read something saying like it's not officially official yet, though.
Not officially official, but yeah.
But yeah, they did it. So
I mean, it has to get approval from the league, so it's got to be pretty official. But yeah.
Yeah. I mean, whatever. I'm with you. Why not just wait until the season's over? And if you're the NBA, why wouldn't you want all the news coming once the season ends, right? Like, so there's still NBA buzz.
Do you make this deal? Christian Brown and Peyton Watson for Jalen Green?
Well, no, I wouldn't. You want to know why? Not because Jalen Green isn't better than both those guys, because on the surface, I would make that deal easily 1,000 times over. But Christian Brown and Jokic have a really good chemistry, so I wouldn't break that up. But if it was literally just forgetting about Jokic, 100%, I make that trade every time. Yeah. Jalen Green was regardless of what you guys want to say, he was the number 1 or 2 player on a good team that was in the playoffs. Like, yeah, they weren't good enough.
He was not better than frickin' Şengün and Amen Thompson. Like, there's no way.
Bro, come on. He was this year. He was
hold
there.
On, where's my sheet at? Let's go. I still got my sheet.
He was there.
I want to pull this up because I forgot. This is why I do this.
Amen is on his way, but Amen in the playoffs. Amen in the playoffs was not.
Where's the Rockets?
Yeah, write it down.
Jalen Green. There we go. I only played one series. Amen Thompson, 33. Jalen Green is the star. 26 fantasy points a game in the playoffs. With a 16, their closeout game, he had 16 fantasy points. Amen Thompson had 43.
Okay, now give me Amen Thompson's games back to back to back, because he did not start out that way, and you know it.
All these games are higher. So the one game, the only game you remember is when Jalen went off. One game he was better than him out of the 7 they played.
There you go. Star.
You remember that one game though, because he nuked.
And I told everyone to play him, so yes, I remember it. But
there's no way that another reason that Amen's better than Jalen. There's no way they make that deal if they have to give up Amen. No chance.
Well, yeah, Amen is definitely going to be better. Yeah. That's for sure. He is going to be better than Jalen Green. That's not what I said. I said this year. Remember, Amen didn't start all year.
Yeah,
so like pump the brakes here a little bit. Like Amen is going to be better. That's not the conversation. Was he better at the end of the year? Maybe, but throughout the year, Jalen Green was better than him in terms. That's all I'm saying throughout the entire year.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. Yeah, I'm not saying that I would do Amen Thompson for Jalen. Like, I wouldn't trade Amen Thompson. I would definitely not trade him.
Annoying part for me is what the other guy tweeted that I retweeted was that Phoenix couldn't get any of those like pieces that
the Cam Whitmore, Shepard.
Houston doesn't even like those guys. How could they not get like Reed Shepard? I don't think will ever be good in the NBA. But how can you not get him thrown in there or something just as like a sweetener?
They obviously must like him. So I wonder, though, Tony, do you wonder if Houston's not done willing and dealing somehow?
I think Houston's done for sure. I think that.
You think so?
I think that Phoenix isn't done. I think Phoenix
is going to still have valuable pieces they could trade.
I mean, if they could trade those pieces, I don't think they're going to trade any of the. Where's the Rocket? Like, I don't think they're going to trade any of their good guys.
Though, what are you doing with Jabari Smith and Tari Eason with KD? What are you doing with that?
Just bringing them off the bench like they already did.
What are you doing with Cam Whitmore, who's nasty?
I don't think they're Reed Shepard and Cam Whitmore. I think are done. I think they could trade them.
I don't think Cam Whitmore is necessarily done. Cam Whitmore could end up playing like 20 minutes next year.
No, that's another guy you love is Cam Whitmore.
I do. I think he's really good, but yeah, I think he's really good. I'm just saying though, what do you do? Do you put KD at the 3 and you put Amen at the 2? You're really so that's what you're gonna do. You're gonna go Fred VanVleet, Amen, KD, Jabari, or Eason, I guess, and then Şengün.
Yeah, definitely.
Dude, that is so much length out on the court.
Yeah, it's still going to be. It's going to be the same issue though. Yeah, they need TJ McConnell's who they need. They need a hero like TJ.
No, you know who they need? Guards. They need Benedict Mathurin. They need guys like that. That's who they need. They need someone like that. They need like a combo nice too.
Benny Math.
Yeah, Benny Math. Benny Math and Alex Caruso.
Caruso too would be awesome.
Something like that. That's what they need.
Guards. They have all the wings. This is the problem like these other teams had, like the Clippers, and they just get all wings, which is nice in some aspects, but you don't have guards.
Here's the thing too. Like I like Fred VanVleet, but like Amen is the point guard. So like why I try and get like a 2 guard or a combo guard and get rid of Fred VanVleet and let Amen just be the point guard. And then you can go find
Fred's
like a TJ.
A horrible contract too.
What's TJ backup. That's what you do. Or Shepard can back him up.
Fred's got to be a horrible contract though. He's got to be a tough piece to move. His contract's got to be bad. Got to be.
Nope, Todd, we're going to keep talking about this contract situation for at least another 10 minutes. 45 minutes into the show. The show didn't start until like 3:15. Relax, people. We're not even 30 minutes in.
With no picture tilting though. Like is it just?
I don't even care if they did have a picture. And yeah, they're probably some of them are probably trolls. I agree with you, but I'm just saying, like, you just sit there and relax, okay? If you don't like what we're talking about, then you can just go in a different room for a little bit and then come back and hopefully you'll hear Pacers and Thunder. But again, that's what they need to do. They need to go find. I think they shouldn't be done. If they are done, I don't like it. I think they should find someone else to trade with. They have so many pieces. They're not going to play Shepard minutes. Just trade him. Yeah. He's probably most valuable now. The more he sits and rots, like
I mean, they have pieces that I agree with you. They should trade because they got pieces. I mean, all these pieces are like somewhat decent pieces to trade.
No, they are. I agree, 100%. They are. All right. Anything else going on sports wise that you want to talk about? You want to talk about John Jones retiring? Do you want to talk about how Jamal Hill sucks? And I told y'all to bet Khalil Roundtree because Jamal Hill sucks. And I hope everyone did because that was easy money.
One thing that me and you love that normal people don't like is MMA, though. I try to tell you this on all our basketball shows.
I don't care.
Not like MMA.
They, again, mute me for a minute while I talk about MMA. I don't give a shit. All right.
I love it. Normal people do not like MMA.
How do you not love watching guys just go and beat the shit out of each other for 15 to 25 minutes? I don't get it. I don't know how you can't love that. It's awesome. Everyone loves it too. I disagree with you. The whole world loves it, Tony. Screw you. All right, let's get to the game here. Game 7. Let's talk about it. Let's first talk about it from just the overall game perspective here, Tony, before we get into the specific DFS, and you can go over the pricing differences between the game, because I know you like to get into that. But what are you doing right now? Shout out to DraftKings right now. They're offering a super boost. I don't know if you guys saw it. It's plus 150 for SGA to score 30 in OKC money line. They're boosting that up to plus 150. If you like that boost, if you're on OKC, it's not a terrible boost if you like OKC side here, Tony, over on DraftKings. So you can check that out. But what are you doing here? Because you've been on the Thunder. I started out, before the series, I picked the Thunder with you. Last game, I was like, screw it. I'm done betting against the Pacers. I'm just not doing it in these games, especially at home. I was like, they got way too much heart. And of course, TJ. So, I bet the Pacers. And now I'm coming into this game and I'm like, I don't know if I can go against the Pacers again. I don't like going against the Pacers. It feels wrong. So I think I'm going to be on the Pacers side. Obviously, they are the dog right now, sitting plus 210 right now on the money line over on DraftKings Sportsbook here, Tony. OKC sitting minus 250. And you talked about it. The spread's 7 right now, which I'm pretty sure the spread when they were at OKC in the first couple games was not 7.
No, I mean, and these are the things I like and that interest me a lot is like these numbers. So when the series started, it was like 11, 10. I think games 1 and 2 were both double digits, 10, 11. And then last game, which is most interesting to me, I mean, yeah, that's a side point, but
Wes understands. He understands.
The most interesting to me, though, is that last game was 6.5 in Indiana. Now it's 7 at home. That means the books, which they don't do this. They don't. Anyone that's bet like a long time knows. I mean, it just can't be that much of a difference home court. If it's 6 one place, it's going to be 10, 11 the other place for sure. So for them to hang a 7 tonight after being 6.5 the last game, it's just saying they believe in Indiana. So again, it's hard for me. And we talked about this during the playoffs a lot in a good way. When you're right on the series the whole way, it's easy to have takes. It's easy to say this and that. When you're wrong on a series like I've been, it's really hard to have strong takes in game 7 because you've just been wrong and you don't want to like flip. And all of a sudden I'm like, oh, I love Indiana tonight. They played great. And then OKC wins by 20 and you just feel like a huge dumbass. So it's really hard to swim upstream is what I think. But just for in general, I like the Indiana side just because how they've looked. They've played them tough. I think they figured them out a little bit. I mean, you look at these scores. They held them to 91. Granted, they tapped out pretty early for game 6. They tapped out, but still, they had them figured out. Only 91. The other game, they beat them. They held them to 107. They held them to so each win they've held them to less points. I think the Pacers look good. It's a tough spot. It's tough for me. It really is because I want to like the Pacers. The good thing is I'm not going to like bet huge tonight. It's going to be more the fantasy side is where I'm going to get in heavy, but the betting, I'm not going to like go in and bet a lot on the Pacers or OKC. So that part will be easy for me. But just in general, I think it's the Pacers. They've owned me. They've earned my respect. I think they've figured out OKC a decent amount too. Like Chet looks terrible. Just go down the list on the sheet. SGA hasn't looked good. Dub has only looked good in one of the games. I mean, these other games, he was decent. I'm not saying he was bad, but he wasn't amazing. Chet's been terrible. Hartenstein's been bad, limited minutes. Caruso's been way worse than we thought, except for game 4. Dort's been Dort. I don't know. Like, who's been good for OKC? Who's been good for OKC the whole series? Give me a guy.
You know what? They really haven't had a consistent guy, right? They've had Caruso have a game. They've had Chet have a game or two. They've had J-Dub have a game or two. The SGA's had a few games, but they really haven't had the consistency piece, Tony. I mean, think about it. You go back and look through these teams like Cason Wallace, who had been so consistent for them in the playoffs. This series, he's really struggled outside of one game 2 games ago. And that was really it. And like I said, he still only got 17 minutes and he played as good as you could ask him to play in that time. So it's just like, to answer your question, they don't have that guy that's been consistent. I mean, Lou Dort is completely hit or miss. We've just been hit on him the last couple games. We said fade, play, fade the last 3 games, and that's worked out pretty well. 11, 30, and 8.5. And that's what you get from Lou Dort. And guys like Lou Dort, they are so hit or miss. And right now, the Pacer side, they just feel so much more consistent. And look at these like role players, the same type of players that I talked about, like Caruso, Cason Wallace, Lou Dort, right, Tony? Look at Obi Toppin. I mean, this dude in this series, he's had the real points: 7, 3, 8, 17, 12, and 20. I think if I told you he was going to score like that and shoot what he's shooting from 3 in this series, you would have laughed at me. Like before the series, if I looked into the future and told you that, you would have just laughed. Like, you don't see that from the, what's he, the 7th man or 6th man, whatever you want to classify him as, 6th, 7th
Maybe
man,
even 8th. Who knows? 7th, 8th man.
And that's what you get from this team. You're getting consistency. Don't make me pull up TJ's consistency and show you he's the 7th man or the 6th man. And I mean, the numbers he's putting up are insane. Just absolutely insane in this series. Double-digit points in 4 of the last 5. This is TJ McConnell we're talking about too. Like it's just nuts. I don't know if anyone could have predicted the consistency in which the Pacers role players, especially going into the playoffs to start the playoffs, were going to give them on a night out and night in basis. And it's just been unreal. Like, even in the finals, and this is where we were wrong, I think, Tony, right? I think we thought, okay, it's the finals, OKC, the pressure, the defense, they're going to smother this team, right? It's not going to be as easy, but they're just proving everyone wrong, including us, and they have. So that's the difference in this series. This is why this series is tied up going to a game 7. It's because their role players are destroying the OKC role players, and it's not even close, may I add. It's not relatively close at all.
Yeah, it's a landslide, especially like you said, Obi and TJ. Benny Math it has been good at times, similar to like Wiggins for the Thunder, but TJ and Obi coming in. I mean, even Cason Wallace even started. So you got like Cason Wallace and Caruso as the 6th, 7th type man, or Obi and TJ. That's the series right there. Like, yeah, the stars. I mean, because Pascal's been good. Like the starters are what they are. Whatever. The 6th, 7th man has been a landslide, and even just landslide looking at the numbers. So I totally agree. In the topper too, what I wanted to make sure we talk about on this show, every single game 7 that I can remember, all of these tight series in the finals, everything points to there's always a role player that goes off and wins the game. Mike Miller for one of those LeBrons, I remember, hit like 8 threes. Steve Kerr hit a big 3. I mean, you could go down the list for the
Ray Allen for LeBron.
Ray Allen from the corner. There's always guys. Freaking Big Shot Bob hitting them for Shaq and the Spurs, and there's always role players. Who's it going to be tonight? We had TJ. Is it TJ again? Is it Obi? Is it Benny Math? Is it one of these OKC guys like Caruso and these guys that haven't? The guy that just in my head, it just always comes back to is Lou Dort. I don't want it to, but no one gets more wide open shots with his broke ass jump shot than Lou Dort, bringing it from the ceiling. But couldn't you just see a Lou Dort like 8-3 game just coming from the roof in game 7 with the crowd going crazy? Like, who's it going to be, though? Who's your like just totally – because – and let's make no mistake about it. In a game 7, if it's not going right for one of these teams, they could even go fishing further. Say OKC plays how they played last game and it's the second quarter and they're down 15. Don't think they won't go to just I don't know, AJ Mitchell again or Jalen Williams, or don't think they won't, because they're not just going to die. They're going to try stuff out. So it doesn't have to be an obvious guy either. You know how you could win a shitload of money tonight? Find one of these guys that's not like projected to do anything and project them for something. And you'll be the only guy in the field with them. And if you somehow catch a lucky run, I'm not saying to go crazy with it, but if you throw a little flyer on like AJ Mitchell or something, it could win you a lot of money tonight.
Yeah, that is definitely one way to be different there, Tony, is playing one of those guys that just hasn't really got in. And,
mainly from the OKC side more than the Pacers side, because their bench is stunk.
Yeah, I mean – listen, the guys, I could see it being a Lou Dort game. I like guys like Lou Dort more at home, so I could definitely see, him. There's a reason why he's getting left open and shooting the rainmakers. I mean, because sometimes when it rains, it pours. And that can be good and bad. And man, he gives you the. You see all sides. That's all I'm going to say with Lou Dort. You get the good, the bad, and the ugly sometimes. With
you're back in that range too, where it's good though, just because he's so cheap that you don't need him to be amazing. But if he somehow is amazing, then you lap the field a little bit.
And he's one of those players, not like TJ, but similar in a way where the home crowd definitely gives him like a pump. You know what I mean? It definitely gives him a little more pump being at home and stuff like that. So I could see it, Lou Dort. Aaron Wiggins has played pretty unreal at home.
I think the chat's going with him as like the guy tonight, Wiggins.
Yeah, and I could see it. Listen, they've played in this series. They've gotten 3 games at home. He's played 9, 21, and 22 minutes. And in 2 of those 3 games, he's taken double-digit shots. He's hitting 4 and 5 threes. Man, all it takes is for someone like that just to catch fire, right, Tony? You catch fire. You got to run a little pure with someone like Aaron Wiggins, because you can get the 9 minutes, right? You can get the 9-minute Aaron Wiggins. But in the, you're playing him, you're hoping for the 20-minute. You're hoping for the few threes, right? And he catches some fire and you get that run. So I think, him and Lou Dort on the OKC side makes sense. And on the Pacer side, like you said, I wouldn't get cute. You know the guys like it's going to be.
There's not really even anyone it could be from the Pacers, honestly. No. Like, unless you're like considering the guys that actually play, like Tony Bradley or something.
Like Benedict.
Yeah, like that's not the same thing I'm talking about. Yeah, like Benny Math is a good player. I'm not like it could be him. But he's not like he's going to be owned too. It's not like he's not going to get owned. Like there's going to be.
You're talking about like Johnny Furphy or something like that.
Don't even put that name with me associated to it. But yes, I'm talking about somebody like that.
Yeah, don't play Johnny Furphy.
I definitely don't think it's a Pacers guy, because the Pacers aren't searching for anything. That's another reason I like the Pacers. The Pacers aren't searching
for anything. They found it. They found his name is TJ McConnell and Obi Toppin. They found it.
You make me root against TJ as much as you stroke him. Like it makes me
no. I said Obi Toppin's name. I said Obi Toppin's name too.
That was only to get me off your scent, though. Like you weren't going to include him. You just wanted to make it look more fair.
No, you can make the case that Obi Toppin's actually been more crucial in some of these games than TJ.
Obi's been really good. I mean, they both have been freaking really good. And Miles Turner, he continues to get cheaper.
It's just more impressive because TJ McConnell's 5'9".
Yeah.
That's it. It's more impressive, okay? It's more impressive. I know you don't agree with this. Yeah, I always talk about it. It's way more impressive that TJ McConnell's doing what he's doing. He had 9 rebounds in a
I
game
love that you
6.
called him 5'9" too.
I mean, whatever, 5'10", 5'11", whatever he is. Like he's small, very small, okay? And he's out there, he's out rebounding friggin' J-Dub and all these OKC guys. Like, get out of here. Like I could picture my coach right now just screaming at everyone for letting me out rebound. Like I just picture it laughing. Like TJ must love it. It's the best thing ever when you're a little guy and you get rebounds. But yeah, I mean, I don't know what else. I don't think there's anyone else that's gonna like sneak up on us, Tony. So let's go through the pricing like you like to do from last game to this game. And let's see what's the big differences right now or differences sticking out to you.
I mean, I updated it already, but there wasn't that many changes. Miles Turner's the one that I still think Miles Turner could win somebody a lot of money. Like, I don't think last game was very showing a telling of what it could be. Again, and this is just how pricing dictates it because we don't like Miles Turner in this series. We haven't liked him the whole series. But man, that price tag, he's cheaper than he's just so cheap now. And all it takes is him to make a few of those open shots. That's all it takes. He has to make them. Don't get me wrong, but he's gonna get them. They're gonna be open. All he has to do is just make a few threes.
Can I be Big T for a sec?
Yeah,
he's been horrendous. Yeah. I mean, just absolutely horrendous. Terrible. But you're right. 5,600 is sticker
he's the same
shot.
price as Obi now. Like we all agree that Obi is better and has played better. We agree that he's played better, but they're the same price now. One starts. All it takes, this is all I'm saying. All it takes is for this game to start and him to hit 2 or 3 threes, get a block, which he's done a good job on on defense, get a block, and he's just going to be better than Obi that night. The problem is what has happened. He goes in, he hits the side of the backboard on an open 3. He airballs another one. And then Obi comes in, and then you're screwed. But all you need is just make a few shots, and this is what happens in Game 7. A couple guys are going to make big shots tonight. Maybe it's Nembhard. That was another guy that had looked bad. Last game, he played pretty good. He hit. That was what got them the lead to start with. Nembhard hitting a few big threes in that first quarter. I don't know. Like Turner sticks out to me.
He stopped shooting.
More expensive now than Halliburton, and everything else looks pretty legit to me all the way down. I think these prices are pretty fair. The only guy that looks out of place to me is Miles Turner, and it's probably fair, honestly. But he's not going to get owned though. So like, I think he would be my leverage play for Indiana. Who do you think sticks out from Indiana price wise?
I mean, I think it's clear it's Miles Turner. And I do not like Miles Turner. And Obi Toppin has been stealing his minutes all series. I mean, you can just tell too by the minutes distribution that Obi, because it's not going to Pascal, Tony. I thought it would in terms, but no, Pascal 35, 33, 32. Like, I get it. Some of the games are blow-ups, but I'm just saying, like, they're not going to him. They're going to Obi. Tony Bradley is soaked up, a couple minutes here and there. We'll see if that happens again. Maybe if Miles Turner's playing really well, though, Tony, it doesn't happen. And if Miles Turner's playing really well, maybe Obi doesn't take Turner's minutes. Maybe those 6 Tony Bradley minutes just go back to Turner. And he goes from 25 minutes to 31 or 32 minutes. And that's a huge difference right there. You know what I mean? An extra 5-6 minutes for Miles Turner is a huge difference.
Stuff will never the people that no one will ever account for the intangibles like we will on these shows too, which is our downfall and our upside. But the longest tenured Pacers guy, Miles Turner, he's been there the longest. The fans love him. Rick Carlisle loves him. I'm just selling the narrative to you. Maybe he's the guy that hits 6 threes tonight, and it's a full-blown leverage play. So we've gone over the Pacers. We both kind of like – nothing else sticks out to me price-wise. We can go through and talk about who we like and stuff, but the prices all look fair to me. Thunder side –
Halliburton's price sticks out to me. That's the other price.
As what?
I wish they brought him down. I wanted them to bring him down, honestly.
Well,
like
he's gonna be nice though, because you get nice and low owned though. I don't know. He's gonna play more too. It's game 7. Like there's nothing to hold back tonight. Like these minutes are a little fluky, which I wasn't on them last game, but they would have been higher if they played that last run. And I mean, you start pumping them up to 34 like that other game. I think Halliburton's a little sneaky tonight too with the clean tank.
And by the way, Halliburton wasn't even he wasn't close to the winner. So I mean, like, you know, last game,
he was somewhat close. He was closer to the winner than you might.
I just mean like 27. Like,
that's not SGA.
But he wasn't the winner. Why?
Because there needed to be an OKC guy on there.
Exactly. They couldn't just take 6 guys. My point though is like, this is what you get from Halliburton. When all those role players do well, Halliburton suffers normally from a fantasy scoring. Maybe he's not scoring 27, but he's scoring like 35, 36. So that's the other thing, Tony, is like, if you like Halliburton tonight, are you lower on Pascal, who's been really good all series? Are you lower on one or two of those role players? Like, what are you doing with Halliburton?
Pascal's like the easiest guy for me to project always, because I always just project him at like 40. I just think that's him. Like, he's just solid. I know he had a 50, 250s and 230 or a 30, 240.
You hate Pascal.
I don't love Pascal. I like him as a basketball player. I don't love him as far as fantasy.
No, you don't. You hate him. I know you do, because you hate all guys that shoot bad mid-range twos.
Yeah,
you hate him.
I don't. I mean, he's looked good though. I think Halliburton over Pascal is definitely interesting though. But I'm not going to project. I'm not going to project him higher than Pascal though. But like, say,
wait, why not? Why not though? Because
the dude's injured and I don't trust.
Yeah, but wait a second. I already went through, like, you're either getting good Hallie or bad. So if you like Halliburton, you should project him ahead of Pascal.
I don't agree with that. Well, I don't agree with your statement. I don't agree that we're getting good or
Halliburton
bad.
is giving you 36 or 56.
Yeah. 36 might be good enough.
At 10-4? Really?
I mean, it's been good enough for Pascal getting 40. I mean, it's been good enough. This series doesn't have like the high scoring.
Everyone, and he hates him every time, and I don't understand it. Pascal's just so damn consistent. Like, even if he's not the captain winner, he's on the damn winner like every game. I don't understand it. Like, yeah, maybe tonight will be the first time in like a week and a half he hasn't been on the winner.
Game. I don't even know what we're talking about right now. Like,
no, I'm just saying though, you don't like him, and I'm just saying, like, how can't you like a guy that's so consistent? Like, he's more people might not like a healthy Halliburton. Pascal's more consistent than he is. Halliburton's just better overall. Oh, you think Pascal's better than Halliburton?
I think as far as basketball, yeah, he's more important. He plays defense too. He plays both sides.
So you would take Pascal over Halliburton?
Yeah. I think Pascal's like right now in this series, if they lost Pascal, they'd be more screwed than if they lost Halliburton.
Yeah, but here's the difference. If they didn't have Halliburton, they wouldn't even have made it.
And if they lose either one of them, they wouldn't be here. Like,
that's
you can't lose a guy like that.
I just meant because Halliburton's hit how many big shots to like save their season, how many times? But yeah that's true.
I mean, totally. But so the Thunder, let's get this. So like SGA's price somehow went up again, which he is going to chuck tonight. So I don't like totally hate it, but man, he's just in this range where it's just tough to play him in the captain, even for me. So I don't know, but whatever. His price should be there. He's the guy projected way higher. I don't have a problem with the price. It's just tough in the captain. It's easy in the utility. I mean, you saw it last game in the flex, 25, and he's still in the winner because the what you get a floor stuff too. But Dub is right in the range with. So basically for me, it's the same as it was. Like, I'm going to play SGA, of course. And then you got to choose between Jalen and the 2 Pacers guys. And maybe you can play 3 if you don't play SGA captain, but that's kind of the choice there. Chet, I mean, that's one thing I've been good about in the series. I haven't loved Chet. I just don't think it's a Chet series. I don't think it's a good matchup for him. If any of those indie guys are on him, he just hasn't looked good at all. He hasn't made a shot. So I'm definitely going to be low on him. Hartenstein, I'm going to continue to be somewhat low, although his price is very in that range too, because he hasn't been good. We agree, right? But he's got 4 games right around 20, which is solid at this price point. So you want to, like a guy like Pascal, you definitely want to project, or I mean, Hartenstein, not Pascal. You want to project around 20 and just see what you get. Caruso seems like a game 7 guy to me. We love Caruso though on here. He owes us too. He's been terrible the last 2 games. I like Caruso, especially at this high price point. Dort, I like Dort. And then it gets to where it gets interesting because who do you trust down here? They've been bad on the bench. I think they'll be better at home. I don't fully trust any of these bench guys, but they're really good plays tonight. As good as the Pacers guys were last game, I think these guys are really good plays tonight. The hard part is, though, who's it going to be? I'm very confident that from Dort to Kenrich, I'm very confident 2 of these guys crushes. I'm not very confident which 2 it will be, though. I'm very confident that 2 of them will crush, though.
Between where Dort and who?
The cheap guys. Dort down. All the cheapies.
Yeah, so I think, in that range, I like Wiggins, Mather, and Dort. Those are the 3 guys in that cheap range that I like. All the other guys I'm probably going to be lower on. I do like, Aaron Nesmith's a guy. You said, like, who could be a guy that goes out there and hits like 5 or 6 threes? Well, Aaron Nesmith could be that guy, 100%. He's made big shots. He can get hot. I'm not saying
back to talking about the damn Pacers again when I'm trying to go through these Thunder guys.
Well, no, I just went through that range. I was just going through that cheaper range with you. Like I was just looking at the cheap and mid-tier guys because you talked about like Hartenstein. Like I don't really like him. I think they're going to go away from him. Like I think Aaron Nesmith's a way better play. It felt to me too like if things go south early for them, they're going to abandon the bigger lineup, Tony. That's kind of what it felt like to me. They need to
just freaking abandon it anyways. Get that thing out of there.
I'm just saying,
play one big all night. You want to know how you can win if you're the Thunder? Play one big all night.
They should. I think they will.
Chet in that mix too. Chet, Hartenstein, one of you, never 2 of you. Kenrich, I'll even put Kenrich in there with the bigs. Only one of you are allowed on the court. If you want to win a championship tonight, only one of you on the court at a time.
And I agree with you. I think they need one of like Aaron Wiggins, Case and Wallace, Lou Dort to have a big game.
Probably
I think they need one.
Yeah.
They need at least one though. They have to. It can't just fall on J-Dub, SGA, and Chet to do everything.
They're not going to be able to if these guys don't get them space. You got to have help.
Yeah, exactly. And that's why we're saying like
Mr. Shots, if Dort and these guys suck, they're not going to win the game. I don't care how good those other guys are.
Caruso, Dort, lump him in there. You can't be 1 for 8, 0 for 2 like that. Like they're going to be in trouble if they're role guys. Like I said too, their role guys have been good all year, and then this series they've just been so hit or miss. Like all these guys, where the Pacers have been so solid. That's the difference. So yeah, I mean, I guess let's go into Saber and let's. Did you run it?
I ran it just so that I could speed it up. So I didn't change any projections or anything. I just kind of ran it naked. But the captain, this is with Sims too. I didn't do projection yet, but Nembhard's the optimal captain. Wow, in the Sims, Nembhard, the 2 studs. Oh, here we go. Where's my button?
Hit it. There we go.
Yeah, so Nembhard and Toppin, which I like, and then you got the two OKC studs, and then 2 role players. So even though I don't like Nembhard captain that much, I do like this build overall, though. You got upside in every position. Prices are good. You got 2 studs, especially if you like OKC and think Halliburton and Pascal struggle a little bit. All that matters with the studs, especially Dub, Pascal, Halliburton, you just need them to outscore the other guys in that range. So you don't need like if Dub outscores the Pacers 2 studs, I'm confident he'll be in the winner. He's just got to outscore those guys. And SGA doesn't count either because he's a different price range. But of those 3 studs, Dub, Halliburton, Pascal, whoever scores the most, whether it's 25 or 35 or 55, I'm confident they'll be on the winner. So I don't know. Let's go down though. Let's see. The next one you got. This is another pretty good one though. You got 3 guys you like from the Pacers: Dub, SGA, Case, and Wallace. So I mean, I like these builds. Miles, this is the build that I really like. The Turner captain with our dynamic, because I didn't even project him high. Like, he doesn't have a good projection, I don't think. So it's not like. But look at that build. You get the 2 stuff because we don't trust any OKC guys, right? You get the 2 guys that we probably trust the most. Obviously, they're 2 best guys. And then you got 4 role players from Indiana. Like, that could end up being a build that I play heavy tonight because I like that. Let's look at the percentages, though. So captains, similar stuff. SGA, J-Dub, Holmgren, and then just a hot. But SGA, our boy Neesmith, number 1 utility play, which we're both going to like that at 5K. Obi 54, yep. Turner at 56. So I like it. I like where these numbers are.
How much TJ did you end up getting in that? I'm just wondering because I know you didn't touch anything.
Only 15% at this.
Wow.
I mean, he's 5,800 now. So
yeah, no, he's got to.
And I will bump him for sure in my own stuff. But these are just. I mean, he's projected 22 by Saber, 22 run pure, and I just put him at 22. So like,
yeah. No, that's why I wanted to ask.
You're going to have to bump him at 5,800 to get him for sure.
Yep.
And you're probably going to have to. I mean, he correlates very heavily with Halliburton. They did play a decent amount in Game 6 together. I don't know the exact minutes, but Carlisle doesn't love to pull that trigger as much as you would think. So if I was high on TJ, I would be lower on Halliburton.
He's going to have to play them some together because
I think he kind of cracked the code a little bit too, where he has always wanted Halliburton dribbling and stuff. But with the injury, just let him stand there and shoot while TJ creates a little bit. So
let TJ get him an open shot. Let him be the guy that runs around and stuff like that. Yeah, right. I agree with you.
It's kind of what they do with SGA too. When they want to give him a little breather, they're like, okay, Dub or whoever, bring it up. I'll just go down in the corner. I'm still on the court, so you can still use me, but I don't have to have that pressure. Let's see what we do if we just go to projection, because usually
I don't think either of them play scared. I just think Halliburton's hurt.
Halliburton plays scared.
I don't think he plays scared.
I mean, TJ definitely doesn't play scared. I'll agree with. I don't think Halliburton plays scared either, but TJ definitely doesn't.
Fearless, bro. TJ is absolutely fearless.
I mean, he wouldn't be in this spot if he wasn't. But
he wouldn't be in the NBA, bro, if he wasn't that way.
Wow. So yeah, I thought I didn't scroll up. I was like, Miles Turner's the top projected captain. So this is just projection. SGA, Chet, Dort, Turner, Obi, Neesmith. I mean, all these builds are going to look very similar.
That's a team, though, like 2 studs, and then you got a bunch of mid-tier guys. Like, I think that's going to be a very popular team tonight if you play SGA captain or like one of those top stud captains.
Very, very, very true. Miles Turner just keeps – these are without my bumps, dude. Like, he's hitting like this without a bump.
I mean, he is so cheap. Like, and I want to play Pacers captains. To be honest with you, I want to play Pacers captains. I don't want under Wiggins like on my teams. So I want to play some mid-tier captains. Like, don't get it twisted. I'm going to play some TJ. I wasn't expecting to think about Miles Turner captain, but man, he is so damn cheap. Like,
it's ridiculous. I still think, I know I keep saying the same thing, but all he has to do is make a few shots. All he's got to do.
Yeah, like if I were thinking of an OKC captain, like if you could only play one OKC captain, who would it be? Would it be SGA?
SGA for sure. Yeah.
I think mine would be J-Dub just at the price gap. But
I mean, I'm gonna for sure play a bunch. Like, I can almost guarantee that I'm definitely not playing Chet captain. I'm definitely not playing these cheap guys captain. I could maybe play a Dort or Caruso. I think I already took Caruso out, but just because they're priced. But
man, I don't know if I can play Caruso captain.
Where's he even at? There he is.
64. Yeah.
I mean, I probably won't, but just right now. Yeah. But Indiana, I think you can go. I mean, basically any of them at captain, because I think that's way more wide open. Like, not a cheapie, obviously.
Turner's a trap. I mean, he's not no one's playing him.
Yeah.
So it's not a trap. I mean, if you just think he's going to keep missing shots, then yeah. But just remember this, like a modest 24, which he's hit in 4 of the 6 games, I'm pretty sure right now, could be on the winner at his price tag. I'm not saying it will be, but it easily could be. Just at 24, what do you have him projected at on there right now, Tony? 25, 26? Miles Turner, what do you have him projected at?
25, yeah, right at all on 25 across.
So you're not asking for a ton. That's
he's
all
been terrible, man, and he's got. Take the last game out because
he's been bad, and look at what he's done.
Yeah.
30 fantasy points, 26, 24.5, 17, 24.5, 13.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
That's missing every shot.
Yes. And remember, he was 8K, 72, 74, 7,600. The price difference is insane. It's the price that's dictating what we're talking about, right? If he was 7,200, I wouldn't even be thinking about it right now. Forget about it.
Prices each game. I think he was like almost 8K to start the series.
He was 8K, and I think that was he on the winner that game? I can't even remember.
He had 30. He probably was with 30.
And then he was 76, 74.
If he gets 30 tonight, he's going to freaking definitely be in the winner.
I don't even think he needs 30. I think 25 gets him on the winner, to be honest with you.
You're looking
at price.
If the projections end up similar, which they won't, there'll be some, but 52% and captain. So
I'm not going to lie. I respect this. Not going to lie, Travis. I do respect it. He could be 3K and I still won't play.
Will's projection 0 because he's not going to play.
What's J Will's projection over on
about the good J Will?
Yeah, J Dub, right? I think that's who he's talking about.
Dub, I got at 42, right around the numbers.
No, he said no, J Will.
Yeah, I don't have him projected because he's probably not going to play. How do I get this? I can't get the thing off now. There we go. I had to get my scroll thing off. Yeah, he's not going to play, so I'm not going to project that J Will. He's not one of the guys that I don't think it's going big. So
they need to go smaller, not bigger, like we said.
If I was taking a chance, I said who will be in my pool. Who, just because we're watching and we've done all these, the guy I'm not going to play him a ton. The guy I'm going to play a little is AJ Mitchell, though, like 5%. Yeah. I'm going to play 5% AJ Mitchell. He's a guard. He freaking played in game 1 or 2. If they really search for something, I think it's him. So I'm going to play just that. And another thing, which we talk about again, I love playoffs. You might not like the 1K guys. I don't either. You never know when these 1K guys come into play. You never know when it's a blowout. You never know when they're going to be in there. So there's just something to be said about being different. So I just
– And that will for sure get you different. That will definitely
get you different. And it's just not that – like, look at last game, for example. All those guys got in, and some of them crushed, and no one had any of them. So do I think they play? No, he probably doesn't play. But when he does, you're huge. And when he doesn't, it doesn't even kill you. He's still 1K. And what's the difference in getting 6 or 7 from Kenrich and 0 from AJ? It probably won't cost you your night. But when all of a sudden, when AJ outscores this whole range because he goes in for scrub time or whatever, you just win all the money. So there's just more upside than it's worth. Don't go crazy. Don't play 20%. This is the same guy. You're not understanding what I'm saying. Tony Bradley plays it. Tony Bradley's projected. It's not the same thing. Like, people will have this build. Tony Bradley's projected for 5 points. People are going to have Tony Bradley. He's projected like 10% owned.
Yeah, he's trying to find one person that no one's going to project.
That I can see playing.
Which means no one's going to play him for the most part. And so Tony's trying to find that one guy to make him unique, play like 5% of them. So he's over the field by a good amount. Yeah. And you just never know. That's all he's saying. Tony Bradley
played in the series too, like in actual playing time. He played game 1.
No, but what he's saying is like Tony Bradley's a better 1K play. It's like,
correct, 100%. He's. I could argue though that Tony Bradley's not guaranteed to play either. I don't want to go down the path of all this, but Tony Bradley is not guaranteed to play.
especially if OKC goes smaller earlier.
Correct.
So
Tony Bradley didn't play the first 4 games. Then he played 12 minutes and 6 minutes. So, like, I don't like, I mean, I don't know. If you're trying to win a tournament tonight, AJ Mitchell is a better play than Tony Bradley. I will stand by that until the rest of my time. If you're trying to like cash and play cash and make money, Tony Bradley's a better play for sure.
Yeah, someone said Isaiah Joe.
Isaiah Joe's an awesome play for 1K, but again, he plays too. So like Isaiah Joe is definitely a better play than AJ Mitchell. I want everyone to clearly understand what I'm saying. Isaiah Joe's the best 1K play. 100% he's the best 1K play. He's got outs in every path, but people are also going to play him. So like it's not, I don't know. I love Isaiah Joe though.
You're just trying to find someone that's not the 1K, the 2 1K guys that everyone's going to play if they're going to play a 1K guy.
I would definitely lean on. I like these OKC guys at 1K better than Tony Bradley, though. I'll say that I will take a stand on that.
All right, I like it. I could see Tony Bradley, not playing really, depending on what OKC does. I guess.
I just think OKC's searching. I don't think you'll hear people on other shows talk. I think they're searching. So I won't be stunned if they go deeper into their bench. I know it's a game 7. I know it. And you always want to think like tighter roster stuff. But the opposite of that is if they're searching, they might go deeper into the bench searching. I don't think that's crazy. So
yeah, we'll see. Might not be. You never know. All right. Anything else here, Tony? Your captain pool, the whole like player pool exposures, everything's going to be up on the slate builder over at Run Pure Sports. So if you want like the full,
be quick too, because I got to do some things in the next couple hours, so it's going to be up. We'll have that stuff up early.
Yeah, I'm going to get mine up right after we get off the show too. You'll get my thoughts, Tony's, JBC's, AP's on Game 7 tonight. Obviously, too, if you want to use that code RPS15 for 15% off. You can use that for any package or JBC 100K win. That'll get you a free week. All you have to do is sign up for any monthly package and you'll get a free week on top. You can join the Discord, come chat with us in there, add us with any questions throughout the day with whatever sports you want to come hang out and talk with us about. And it's just simple as that. So check that out if you want to become a member. But Tony, final predictions here. We'll get out of here. Final prediction for you. Who you got winning? Who's winning the MVP? Who you got?
I think
so
Indiana.
I don't have to.
Huh?
Say it so I don't have to.
Oh, I thought I thought I was on mute. It was going to be even worse. I thought you were telling me I was on mute. I was like, this is the ultimate way to finish this. But I think I got to go Pacers. I don't want to, and I'm sure I'm going to look like an idiot when OKC wins at home. But the Pacers have just looked good, and I think Pascal for MVP when they win. But,
boo! Come on, TJ, MVP.
I would love TJ to win. I just can't physically see it. But if you want TJ to win the MVP, you better hope Pascal has a bad game.
You also though need TJ to go nuke.
Just like last game. If he plays just like, say Pascal gets in early foul trouble, has a bad game, and TJ just does what he did last game, you're at least live. You're at least, it's got to be noisy points too, where it's like a close game and he just hits that midi. Like,
how much are you going to hate it if that happens? I'm gonna be calling you, leaving you messages. I'm not gonna hate it that much because
I didn't put a ton, but I put $100 on it, so I'm not gonna hate it that much.
Hey, $100 to win like 10K is not a bad payout, Tony. I'll say that. So, or whatever it is, $100 to win.
Like
whatever,
I think it was to win 11K or something like.
Yeah, whatever. Who cares? So. All right. Yeah, I'm on the Pacers too. So hopefully they get it done. I got the Pacers here. We'll have all the stuff up over at Run Pure Sports, guys. Come check us out, RPS 15 or JBC 100K win if you want that free week. Hit the like button on the video. Final video of the year. Please hit the like button and subscribe to the YouTube channel if you're not subscribed. Good luck in your DraftKings, DFS, and betting tonight for Game 7 for Big T and myself, JSU. Hopefully, we'll see you guys at the top of the leaderboards. We're out of here. Peace.